Why were early modern Scandinavian alliances so complex? Imagine a region where three kingdoms are tightly packed together, each with its own goals, fears, and ambitions. That's what early modern Scandinavia looked like. It was a place full of shifting alliances and constant negotiations. The reason for this complexity lies in the region's history and geography. Denmark, Norway, and Sweden all wanted to expand their power, but they also had to protect their own borders. Sometimes they teamed up, like during the Kalmar Union, which united the three kingdoms under one monarch. But even then, each kingdom kept its own laws and interests. Swedish nobles often felt dominated by Danish rulers, which caused tension and eventually led to the union falling apart. So, alliances were fragile and often changed because of these disagreements. Geography played a big role too. Scandinavia's location around the North and Baltic seas made control of sea routes very important. These waters were busy with ships carrying goods and armies. The Vikings had shown how powerful naval forces could be, and that legacy continued into the early modern period. Each kingdom wanted to control key ports and trade routes to boost their economy and military strength. This meant alliances could shift based on who controlled what coastlines or ports at any given time. External influences added even more layers to the picture. The Hanseatic League was a powerful group of Baltic trading cities that Scandinavian kingdoms had to deal with. Sometimes they cooperated, but often they competed for trade dominance. These economic ties could influence political decisions and alliances. Religious changes also played a part. When the Protestant Reformation swept through Europe, it changed the religious landscape. Scandinavia adopted Lutheranism, but that created new conflicts. Rulers used religion to justify their power or challenge rivals, making alliances even more complicated. The process of building these kingdoms was gradual. Unlike some parts of Europe that broke away from empires quickly, Scandinavian countries evolved slowly. They grew from smaller chieftaincies and principalities, often influenced by Viking traditions. This patchwork of local loyalties meant alliances could be temporary and based on immediate needs. Marriages, wars, and economic interests all played a part in shaping these relationships. All these factors made Scandinavian alliances during the early modern era unpredictable. They were often conditional, changing as rulers sought to strengthen their position or respond to external threats. This constant balancing act helped shape the national identities we see today in the Nordic countries. The region's geography, history of maritime power, and internal politics all contributed to the complex web of alliances that defined this fascinating period.